Good morning, my lovely Pisces. I am here to do your weekly reading for the second week of February. And this is a general reading, so please do take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, remember that time is fluid and gender is neutral. So I hope you guys are having a great week out there, and we'll go ahead and get you started. Going to do a past, present, future. Remember, the weeks can kind of fade in and out to themselves. There, time-wise, it is fluid a little bit, overlap, whatnot. So let's see what we've got here. Wow, we've got some major arcana cards going on here. Alrighty, my Pisces, what do we got? Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Tower card. We've got the Devil card and the Emperor in reverse. We have the Page of Wands and the Sun. So let's see how we read these kind of just off the gate. Of course, we'll get clarifiers, but the King of Pentacles in reverse, that is telling me that there's either a strong figure, like a possible father figure, boss figure, spouse figure, some sort of strong, dominant, abundant type breadwinner type figure possibly. That is not sitting well with you right now, or something's changed with them recently. And the Tower. So again, that's telling me something has changed or has to change. So with this King of Pentacles, we don't know exactly who that is. You may know exactly who I'm talking about, but they've obviously made some sort of flip on you, done something that has been out of character, something you weren't expecting, and it's caused real upheaval. So I don't know if this is again a boss who maybe fired you and it's caused things to happen. It could be your spouse got fired, so now they're no longer in that strong position that they once were, and it's really caused your house upheaval. I'm not sure, if it's a father figure that's really, you feel like done something out of character for them, or something's happened to them recently and it's really caused some upheaval in your family. We'll get more into that obviously when we get some clarifiers. But going forward, it looks like we have the Devil card. So there's a negative energy here. And it, again, with the Devil card, you always see, two people tied together. So whatever this person that's tied to you, I feel like, or the devil, whoever they're tied to here, they've caused this upset. So, there's definitely an upset here. There's definitely a negative figure here. We'll certainly have to get more clarification on these. These are some heavy cards right now, Pisces. And we've got the Emperor in reverse. So again, this is a major player in your life. Somebody major that that is just, they're out of sorts, out of character for them. They've done something out of character. They have, they've taken on a different role. These are so, what I'm getting here, I'm getting here that I feel like somebody has really attached themselves to you in a way that is really negative, and they've done something really wrong to you. They've really done you dirty, okay? I'm feeling like they had that devil energy, and what they've done is they've just basically done something really wrong to you that may have caused you to turn people in your life against you. Possibly a boss, possibly, a parent, father figure, your spouse, but heavy, important figures in your life. And whatever they've done, they've turned this person against you, and it's really tearing down your tower. It's tearing down your walls right now. But, again, we'll get clarifiers on that, but that's what I'm feeling from this. Like somebody is really turning these people against you. Nasty, nasty figure. We have the Page of Wands, and I feel like there's news coming though that's going to be much, much better news. Something that's going to be uplifting, something that's going to change this person's ability to do the things that they've been doing to you. And it's going to culminate in the Sun, which, so it's going to be a rough go here for a bit. It looks like somebody's going to be kind of nasty for a bit, but it's going to work out to be kind of victorious for you in the end. So let's get some clarifiers on this, because these are some heavy cards. What's happening here, Spirit, for our lovely Pisces? Wow. On this Tower and this King of Pentacles in reverse, please. Can we get some clarification on this Tower and King of Pentacles in reverse, please, Spirit? Wow. These are some heavy cards here. All right, so we've got the Lovers in reverse. And again, I feel like this is some negative energy who has split you again, turned your loved one, your spouse, your partner, your long-term relationship, your boyfriend, girlfriend, what have you, against you. It's really caused strife. I mean, it's literally like a house on fire. It's a house on fire, people. So I feel like whatever this devil energy is, it's really turned this person against you. And the reason I don't think that your person is the devil energy is because I feel like with this Emperor card going with the devil, that this Emperor is the devil, is the negative energy, or, this is the person, this Emperor is the person who, it would take somebody of that magnitude doing something so reversal of their normal, wise and kind and all-seeing and justice type self. They're in reverse. It would take somebody of that kind of authority to be able to turn your partner against you. You know that. You have a good relationship for the most part, and it would take somebody like that. But this person has hitched themselves to the devil. The devil's hitched themselves to, for whatever reason, they've hitched themselves to that devil nature, that devil spirit, and they've decided to hitch themselves to your partner to turn them against you for whatever reason. I don't know why, and I'm not sure who this Emperor is. You might know if there's somebody who's been kind of in your spouse's ear, your partner's ear. It could be a friend. If you're in a relationship and they've got a friend or a new friend, maybe that's just recently single, and they're, a lot of you, if you've ever been in that situation, they've got a new single friend and they're like, you don't want to be in a relationship anymore. Come out and party with the boys all the time. And they're constantly doing that. They're just trying to turn them into, a single guy again. And it's just tearing your relationship apart. It may be something like that. It could be much more nefarious than that with it being the devil card, but there's somebody clearly here who has a strong personality, strong pull over your significant other, and it is tearing your relationship up. Like it's a house on fire, what have you. Can we get some more clarification on this Emperor? What do we know about this Emperor and the devil nature here, this devil spirit? What do we know about this Emperor and the devil, please, Spirit? Wow, well, sorry about that. We are flinging cards, multiples, so bury that. What do we know about this Emperor, please, Spirit, and the devil? What do we know about this? Okay, we've got a jumper. Well, we've got two jumpers, so we will put these up here and we will just go with them. So we've got the Ten of Wands in reverse. So we know that you have a burden, and with it being in reverse, you're ready to put it down. It's coming to an end, but it's going to cause you to have to make a decision. And this Five of Swords here is telling me that it's not going to be an easy decision. It's going to be a chaotic decision for you. And it kind of ties back to this Tower. I feel like you're going to have to make a decision on, what you want to do about this relationship. because this devil energy doesn't look like it's letting up right now. And it doesn't look like it's going to let go easy. And with it being an emperor, this person is pretty strong and it has a pretty strong pull over your significant other. So, and it would take a strong pull over your significant other to break you guys apart, I think. So I feel like, you know, this burden is so heavy, but you're ready to put it down. I mean, it's flipped. You're ready to put it down, but you also know that this is going to be an upheaval. This is going to cause problems, you know, because it's not going to be an easy thing to let go of this person. You know, it's not going to be something that they're not going to want to let go of you because, you know, I feel like maybe they don't even see how it's turning your relationship upside down. Maybe they don't even see that there are changes. You know, if it is somebody who's, you know, a friend that's just not got their best interest at heart, they're a partier, they're somebody who's like, it's okay to do this or do that or do whatever. She won't find out if it's one of those kind of friends, you know, or if it's somebody in their family that's just like, we don't really like her, so we'll just keep putting the bug in his ear until he gets rid of her or whatever, you know, kind of thing, or vice versa. You know, gender is doesn't matter in this. But whatever it may be, you know, this person, you know, your partner may not even realize that they're making these changes so much that they don't even see it. They don't even realize that your house is on fire. They just think that, oh, well, you know what, you know, they're being manipulated. The devil's very good at manipulating, very good at making you think that I'm just living my life. I'm doing what all the boys do. You know, I'm doing what all the girls do. This is what everybody does at my age. And you know, they don't really even realize what it's doing to you. So that's possible. They may very well see it and they don't care. And that's why this is such a struggle for you. And that's why you're looking back going, I cannot believe that these two back here are, you know, just this emperor devil beast and my partner are just back here like, who cares about me? Or, you know, it may very well be that it's like, how do you not know? How do you not see I'm leaving? You don't even see me. I'm over here, you know, hello. How do you not see what you're doing to me? Very much so. But whatever it is, you know, your partner is really changed lately. And it's definitely because of somebody else. And you see it clear as day, but they may or may not see it. But you are going to have to make a decision. That's bottom line. You're going to have to make a decision. So we're going here into the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is like, you know, movement forward. I think you're going to have to make that decision and move forward with it in order to get to the sun. You know, you're going to have to take an opportunity, take a choice, take a chance to move forward if you want to get to the sun. That's just going to have to happen. You can't stay stagnant in an unhappy relationship. You can't allow someone to walk all over you. You can't be in a relationship where somebody doesn't see if they're hurting you. And worse, you can't be in a relationship where somebody does see they're hurting you and they just don't care because their friends are convincing them it's okay. So, you know, or there's plenty of fish in the sea, you know, so that's not going to work. Yeah. I mean, this is not, you need to just make the decision to put that burden down because this is heavy for you. You know, you are literally, your house is on fire. Your soul is on fire, theoretically, you know, or, you know, emotionally here. So can we get some clarification on the sun, please? So we have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is, you know, he's a relationship that is immature and young. And you know what? This may be the relationship that you, I would say this is the relationship that you were in, but more than likely it's the relationship. It could be one of multitude of things. It could be what your relationship is becoming. It had become very immature. They had been manipulated to the point where they had gone from a king, strong type relationship figure to where they've become a very immature person. They don't even have, you know, they don't have any They're irresponsible with your feelings. They're just not even intuitive to you anymore. They're just following whatever. So it could be that. It could be this Emperor is channeling this Page of Cups mentality upon your person, and they're doing that because that's what they want to do. Because remember, they're the Emperor in reverse. They're not the Emperor. They're not wise. They're not steadfast. They're not trustworthy. They're the opposite. And they're channeling devil spirit. So why wouldn't they channel immaturity as well, or send that energy to your to their buddy, their friend, it's their girlfriend or their guy friend that they want to hang out with. They need a wingman or a wing chick, and they've hitched their, they've chained themselves with this devil chain here. They've chained themselves to your partner, and they've sent out their immature Page of Cups energy to them, and it's really upset this whole cart, but the third option could be that this Page of Cups may be a new relationship that's coming in, but it's a young and more fresh, younger person, younger relationship. Not to say that it's any less mature than the one that you currently have, because obviously that's not happening. But it may be just a new, fresh type of relationship option coming in for you. That, it may not even be something that's long-term. It's just something that you're like, hey, I need just something to be a little bit more fun right now, because this is literally upset my whole house, tore me down. It's taken my love and flipped it. It's burnt my house to the ground. It's awful. I need something that's not heavy. That's, a little bit less, like long-term seriousness. I want some fun, just some fun. So that may be what that is. Can we get some more clarification, please? I think it will be fun for you, because we do have the Sun card there, and I think this is an opportunity for a relationship that's going to be lighthearted and kind of fun and enjoyable. And you need that. I mean, it looks like you've had a relationship here that's just gone south. It's just gone south, and you've had to break it. You've just had to be like, this is ridiculous. This person is just too much. All right, we've got the King of Cups in reverse. So again, I think this is just a reflection back where, this person may be coming back around, trying to get back with you, but they're still the same person. I mean, they're going to come back. Maybe you've had that relationship with them. They, this person is still the same person inside, but, and you still have the same love for them potentially, but that they've changed the way they do things, the way they see things, the way they carry themselves, the things that they do. They've just been too influenced at this point, and you're just not willing to go through that again. You're not. This was probably a very long-term relationship, and I feel like like I said, in the beginning, where I feel like this person had to have Emperor energy just flipped, but it had to be a strong energy in order to break you guys, because I feel like, that you had a fairly long-term strong relationship. So you really still do feel like this is a strong person in your heart. They still have a strong place, a kingly type spot in your heart, and they do want to be back with you. I do see that. I see that they're going to want to come back to you. I do believe that. But I believe you're not going to have it. I just think that you are already like, no, you did too much damage, and you changed too much. And, you don't even see them breaking with these behaviors. So, can we get one last clarifier here on that King of Cups? I think you're just enjoying your Sun and your less stringent relationships at this point. and you just can't imagine going back to something that could hurt you that much, because you just really did. You took a hit with that, you know. I really feel like that. And that's the Seven of Wands in reverse. And with that being in reverse, I think it's not something that you're struggling with. It's not something that you're having to fight and push through. You know, I think you know. I think it's a pretty easy decision for you to put this away, to put this King of Cups away, to say, I'm not there for this anymore. This is not for me anymore. This relationship was not for me anymore. So do I think that he's going to try to come back to you? Absolutely, Pisces. I do not see him not trying to resurface. You had too strong a relationship. I mean, it literally took a devil and an emperor type power to tear you apart, to tear your tower down, you know, but it broke you a little. I mean, it literally broke you to the point where, you know, I don't feel like you are looking for a serious relationship right now. I think you are looking to enjoy yourself a little bit right now. Maybe some just easy Page of Cups type relationship, something light, something less heavy, something that can't hurt you right now. I think that's what you're looking for. And I think that you know that bringing him back in would be too much for you. So I don't think you're looking to do that. I think he'll come back for sure, but I don't think you want that. So we're going to pull 3 cards from here, and we'll take them as they come, so no reversals. Can we get 3 cards, please, Spirit, for our lovely Pisces? See where we're going here with our lovely Pisces, please. All right. Looking like you're having some sunshine moments with some lighthearted relationships, and you know, you've learned a lot. You're breaking through here. Let's see what we got here. 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's see. So we have, flipping them the wrong way. Okay, so we've got the 8 of Wands. You're moving forward. You're moving on from him. You've healed and you're moving on. You know, you went through it. You know that that's not the best thing to do, is go back to it, even if he shows up, even if he says he's going to, you know, be there for you, all of this and that. I don't think you believe it. He's reversed here. He's just not the same person that he once was. Deep down, you still love him as that person. You love him as the person he was, but he's changed in some way. His behavior's changed. So he's just not, it's not there. And you have the High Priestess here, and the High Priestess is saying, you know, you're making a brilliant decision, because the High Priestess is knowing all. You know all, and you get to make the decision. You know, you have infinite wisdom here to make that decision, and you know what's right. You know that he's not a good choice for you, and you know what you personally need right now. You know what your soul needs right now, and it doesn't need to go back. It doesn't need to go backwards. It needs to go forwards. And so we have the 7 of Swords, and I think the 7 of Swords is just basically saying that, you know, you've got to make a change. It's not going to be easy. It's never easy. It's never, ever easy to change. It's never easy to make a shift from someone you love. It's never easy to make a change when you felt like you were in a nice, stable, committed relationship, and all of a sudden someone is a different person than the person that you thought you knew, especially if it's from an outside force. But you know you've got to leave these 2 swords behind, and that was what you once were. You're leaving those behind, and you are moving forward with these swords. You might be looking back, you might be reminiscing on, you know, how great things once were, but you know that you're carrying these other 5 swords. You know, you're carrying those, and you're moving forward, because you've got places to go. You've got better things ahead. So many better things ahead. You're just changing course, making decisions to move forward. It's not easy. It's not going to be the most fun thing you've ever done. You liked your status quo. Most people do. Change is scary, but you're doing it and you're doing well at it. So, you know, and you're doing it well enough to be, you know, having some sunlight moments, some lighthearted moments with some relationships coming. And I think, you know, that those are good things, you know, so there's some good in there. Pull 3 of these advice cards for you, just general advice. So hopefully you will take this as it resonates. And we have exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. So, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean physical exercise. If that's not your thing, it could certainly mean that. If it is, it may mean exercise your spiritual and emotional abilities to manifest. So, you know, if there's something you're really wanting to accomplish, you know, maybe journal it, think about it, you know, focus on it. What do you need to get there? You know, what is it that you really want? You know, maybe if this is the person, you know, that, you know what you want in a man and what you don't want now, because you've seen both sides. Manifest what you do want while you're enjoying your time with some of these lighter relationships. Clearing debts. You can use this time, you know, to choose to work. Put some effort into, if you don't have time, you know, a lot of times people work to take their minds off some of their stresses and struggles. They use it as an outlet, and you can use that time to clear some debts, so that when you do move forward, that's one thing off your plate that you don't have to worry about. It's the potential that you could use this for good. Good can always come out of bad if you let it. Ask for your needs to be met. And I think that is something that you're going to need to do moving forward, and be clear about it. Because like I said, back here, this person may truly have they may have been easily manipulated and just not known even that they were hurting you until it was too late, till you were gone. You just need to be clear about everything. Be clear up front what you expect. Be clear throughout what you expect with a relationship, what your needs are. And I think that's going to make everything a little bit easier, because you won't let things get to a point where your tower has to come down, where your love has to be flipped completely over, where you're carrying burdens and having to have inner turmoils and things like that. So anyways, I do think you definitely get through this. I can see that for you. I do think that, you know, this is probably just one of those times that you have probably you're going through a breakup by your own choice. You're choosing to let this person go, and you're strong enough to not let them back in because you know what's right. And you are a strong person, and you're not dealing with anybody who's easily manipulated by somebody else to do you in a way that you feel you deserve better than. So kudos to you for that. And I hope if you enjoyed this video or it resonated with you, that you will please like, subscribe, and share. And I hope that you have a great week, and hope to see you back. I am going to try to do some love readings later in the week or early next week for Valentine's Day. And otherwise, I will see you soon. Thank you, Pisces.